Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another show. God bless you all. I love you. It's going back. We're going back to the archives to share some memories, and I will be here to guide you through this life journey. It's August 7th, 2023, season 1, episode 81. We have Tom Segura, a comedian I've never heard of, an actress named Tatiana I've never heard of, from a show I've never heard of, and we're boosting our bodies. So all about that physical, mental health, and that well-being of your spirit. Let's get started. Enjoy the show. Remember, smash that like button and give us some views and subscribe and get the notifications and smash, 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 Hulk smash. Jesus Christ. All these, I don't want to look at people's butts.
It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today from the comedy special Sledgehammer, Tom Segura. Plus, Broadway film and television star Tatiana Maslany. Also, stretching for your health as we kick off our Body Booster series. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelo.
Good morning, Monday, August 7th, 2023. We're in the dog days of summer.
Dog days of summer. There are kids in the audience. They're obviously being punished for bad behavior. Welcome, kids. Don't worry, it's just an hour long. It'll fly by. You'll be back on Instagram in no time.
So true, so true. Hey, you know that an infamous 80s hairstyle is seeing a resurgence in young men. I see a couple of young men out there. The perm.
Not the man perm.
The man perm.
Oh, I remember all the boys.
Perms, or the permanent wave, has been a fixture in American culture since the late 19th century and reached peak popularity in the 70s and 80s. The style went out of vogue, thank God, in the early 90s, but has since found a new audience.
Flock of
largely
Seagulls
to new
in early
innovative
80s and
products
mid-80s
and rising
band-
popularity among
electronic band.
K-pop stars
Oh,
and influencers on the TikTok.
on the TikTok.
On the TikTok, where videos under hashtag perm have over 2 billion views. Do we have any perms in the audience? Anybody have? Please raise your hand.
Anybody willing to admit to a perm in the audience?
No. Wait, that's not a perm, but that's a cool haircut. That's not
I
a
like
perm.
it.
Did you have a perm?
My mom wouldn't let me get a perm, obviously.
Why, obviously? Because it damages your hair?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but here's what I did.
What'd you do?
I had straight hair that I would set with remember those bendy hot rollers? Do you remember those? The spiral hot rollers? So I would set my hair.
Different colors?
Oh, they were all purple, the ones I had.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gelman. Remind me to roll out the worst photo you've ever taken in your life.
I think you're
That was taken
beautiful.
2 days ago from
And
Gelman.
then she
remember the
allowed
curler,
me to
so
perm
yes.
my bangs. She said I could perm the bangs because she felt like those got cut all the time, so the damage wouldn't matter.
Did guys do perms?
There were so many guys I knew that had perms.
Gelman,
And then
did you have a perm?
No, never had a perm, but I heard that you
I had a
might have had
lover,
one, no?
a secret lover.
No.
cue the Photoshop.
Wait a minute. That's a cool look. That wasn't me. That wasn't my hair. They put somebody else's hair, but that wasn't necessarily a perm, though. That's kind of like a...
Looks like someone else. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy that people used to think you were the quarterback for
Yeah.
the Jets all the time.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
I would also give Mark Philippoussis.
Oh, Philippoussis.
You remember
right,
Philippoussis?
yes.
He was a tennis player.
Yeah.
I like Mark.
Fast
Mark
serve,
Sanchez.
yeah.
Fast serve.
Yeah.
Big serve.
Yeah. Big guy.
Big guy.
Yeah.
Big penis. Just
I'm not
say
sure
it.
about
They
this.
confuse you with these people, but you are not these people.
I am not.
No,
No. But anyway, it's coming back. I'm not sure how I feel about the perm, but
I think you could rock a perm.
not gonna do it.
Okay.
Not even gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
There's another trend that I think you should do.
Okay.
Everyone, tell me if you think Mark should do this. You remember Daisy Dukes for girls? They're now featuring something called Daisy Dudes. Daisy Dudes. Yes. Yes. Look at that. Yes. Show. Yes. Yeah. Show the backside. Backside. Daisy Dudes.
Oh, okay.
That's
Now-
horrible.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Here's
I
what I'm
will
gonna.
not do the
Okay.
Daisy
Let me
Dudes.
just say one thing.
I like jorts.
I don't even know what jorts are.
Jean shorts. Jorts.
That's what those are.
No, those are.
Those are cut off
Those are
jorts.
Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, no.
Shorty
no.
Jorts.
I have seen your legs
Yes.
up close
Yeah.
and in person.
George, go
And
below
if
your knee.
anybody should be
Nice legs.
wearing, you've got gorgeous legs.
Mhm.
Gorgeous. You should wear Daisy Dudes.
No.
Yes.
Not gonna rock.
It's what you want.
No.
And some of the men, I suspect. Come on. Come on.
No.
Yes.
No. That is, It's a bad look. It's a
It's
bad
not a bad
If it
look.
was a good look, I like a nice 5-inch length short.
Oh.
I like a shorter short, not short shorts.
Why do you think that's at 5 inches?
Listen, I didn't invent the ruler. That's what they are. I don't like, because I'm a short guy, so I don't like too long of shorts because it cuts me off, makes me look shorter. So I like a nice, a little bit of a.
I
short
think that if you had a short, a
Yeah.
short,
Yeah.
like a Daisy Dude, you would have legs for days.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would. But I would need a lot of therapy afterwards.
Come on.
Okay,
Just think about
I
it.
will think about it.
Let's do an audience poll.
Okay.
Audience at home. If you would like to see Mark Consuelos rock a pair of Daisy Dudes, won't you let us know at our inbox? Thank you, America.
Instagram poll.
Remember, this could be the most important vote you cast.
Yeah. But I'm taking my cues from the dudes in this audience, and I got a lot of dudes that are like, "Don't do it, man."
No, those are the wrong dudes.
No,
You're
those are my people. Those
You're
are my
listening
guys.
to the wrong
Those
dudes.
are my guys. Those are my
Don't
guys.
you discourage him, sir.
You know that people are just going to flood the inbox with yes? Just because they want to see him humiliate
People are
himself.
more
This is
attracted
ridiculous.
to those who look like them, a new study finds. We've always said that.
Yes, because people are narcissistic.
Yes.
And they just want to look at themselves.
I want the
It's
opposite of
so
myself.
true.
People are, in fact, attracted to those who look like them. A new study published in the Evolution and Human Behavior. Researchers in Queensland said they recruited 682 heterosexual participants and recorded a total of 2,285 speed dating interactions. And they found out that over half of the interactions took place that people would be attracted to people that look like them, their face features and stuff. Interesting, huh?
I believe that.
We have the same kind of like.
We are very similar. I know that we don't
jaws.
look alike because we obviously are very different.
I tend to be attracted
But-
to biracial
but
girls because I have that
if
common,
you
but it's not a
Strip away
deal breaker
our
if you're not.
skin color, hair color, eye color, and you focus on the faces, we pretty much have the same face. Pretty much.
No,
We
you
both
don't.
have big, squarish heads.
No.
Do you notice, like,
sultry lips,
yes,
No,
you
he's
have
got a
nice
bigger
lips.
nose.
passionate eyes,
That doesn't,
Yeah.
that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
dainty noses.
You guys look like two pieces
Although
of
mine's
shit.
not so dainty.
One is a
anymore.
long,
What
one
they
is
say
a
that
long
your nose
turd.
and your ears
The other
keep
one
growing,
is a
right?
couple rabbit
And
droppings.
boy,
As you get older,
yeah, they're
It's true.
growing.
God.
They're
It's true
growing.
because you know what? When I
Oh,
do my,
God, who
I
gives a
do
shit?
contouring of my face in the morning. It really is like painting by numbers. When I do my makeup, it's like cheekbones, jawline, you know, like the whole thing. And then when I sculpt my nose, which is like a whole trick that Christopher Buckle taught me, I find that now that I'm older, I use like twice as much,
There's
like
a lot of
twice
real
as much. Yeah. There's more real
Real
estate.
estate.
The nose is growing for sure.
Yeah, well, you have a nice dainty nose. I have noticed that my ears, and I think maybe from all the mask wearing over the past few years, kind of are popping out just a little bit.
Okay.
Can you train your ears to pop out?
Probably. Yeah.
You can move your ears, right?
Yeah.
Like you can
Watch
watch
this.
this.
Let's see.
Ready?
Check this out.
Get it.
Oh wait, look
yeah.
over there. No, over here.
Oh,
Sorry.
ready? Not only can I move my ears, I can move one at a time.
Wow. Oh, wow. Mark.
And then I can do this. Watch.
Nostrils.
And that's just above the neck. Multi-talented. Multi-talented person here.
Muscle control.
You don't think I married him for his personality, do you?
But you notice that
No, you married him for the
older
size
couples,
of
as
his
they get
penis.
older, the guy
Because you
loses
could boss him
testosterone
around.
and he starts to sometimes he starts to look a
Little
little
bit
bit
like
like
his mother.
the wife a little bit, and then the wife,
What are you suggesting?
because the hormones change.
Mm-hmm. So pretty soon there's going to be a new sheriff in town.
Yeah.
So this article, I thought, spoke to a very specific person on our set.
Okay.
It's the
Not a new
positive
sheriff.
power of a
Same
good
sheriff.
sigh.
Been the same sheriff
Nobody
for 25 years.
sighs like Art Moore, our very own Art Moore.
Sigh right now. Just
Can
sigh.
you, yeah, give us another one.
One more.
Now, that is how Art starts every day with us. Like, most people, when we are prepping for the show, they come in and they try to make
Lift you
sure they want to lift us up,
Yep.
tell us that we look well rested, or that, they thought we were really funny yesterday, or they'll, make an observation about something
Yep.
that is very positive. And Art comes in every morning and does this.
He does do that.
Yeah,
He does. I love it though.
I've
love
grown to tolerate it. But researchers show that the intentional sigh can help the body and mind recalibrate, reducing stress and increasing feelings of control. Which I have to say, Art, you must be the least stressed out and most in control person I've ever met. Because look, you're trying to suppress a sigh right now as I'm speaking.
All right, so let's try it as a group. On 3, we're all gonna sigh. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That felt great.
Doesn't?
I got goosebumps. I got it out.
Do you feel better?
I feel better.
In control.
You gotta practice.
Did you even try, lady? She didn't even try, and she's like, I didn't feel better.
You do a version of that, but there's a kind of a growl. at
Mine
the
is an
end.
eye roll and a hiss.
And a hiss. It's like,
Or sometimes, if I'm really worked up, I start speaking through a clenched jaw.
yeah, that's
Right?
never good.
It's never a good sign. Like if
Yeah.
you see me speaking through a clenched jaw, leave the building.
Hey, we have a huge show today. Humongous. We have Tom Segura. He's here.
Tom Segura.
Very funny. Very funny.
And Tatiana Maslany is here, and we're going to begin our Body Boosters Week with tips on stretching for your health. Did you see Tatiana in the play?
She wasn't on that night. The understudy was on. I was kind of bummed, but the understudy did a fantastic job. But I'm glad she's here because I want to figure out a little bit more about this play that she's doing.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
All right, it's time. You ready?
Yes.
For Lives Brighten Your Day trivia.
we should have put him in some Daisy Dudes.
Daisy Duke.
Actually,
You know what though? If
I'm wearing Daisy Duke, so I can't do that.
Daisy Duke.
God damn it. Wow, it's like he's dancing to a early '80s workout video for $9.99 on your
I want to figure out a little bit more about this play
$500
that she's
VCR.
doing.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
All right, it's
All right.
time. You ready?
Yes.
For Lives Brighten Your Day trivia.
Can you dance like this? Put in the comment section.
We should have put him in some Daisy Dudes.
Daisy Dudes. You know what though? If Braden was wearing a Daisy Dudes, then half of those dance moves would have been illegal.
Hey, you're from Coleman, Michigan.
Yeah,
Yeah, is that near Ann Arbor?
2 hours away about.
Okay.
Hours away.
We love
Okay,
Michigan.
welcome to
Yeah.
the show.
Go.
Welcome. All right, let's say hello to Steve Hardiman from Clitheroe, Minnesota, who watches us on WDAY. We're like totally role reversed
I know,
today.
I know.
Sorry, I'm saying all
No,
of
it's
your
okay.
words.
Hey, Steve, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Doing great. What are you doing there? Are you a frisbee? Are you a frisbee golf guy?
Yeah, we're on our way to the Master World Championships in Flagstaff.
Oh.
So I'm actually in a campground right now.
What's the longest? Have you had a hole in one before?
I have had a few. In fact, that picture was from one.
And how far did you throw that frisbee?
My longest hole
was
in
about
one,
88
probably
yards.
right around 300 feet.
Wow, a football field.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Not compared to what some of the young guys do now.
I'm not even sure if I know what we're talking about.
You know, in Colorado, you'll be walking around, all of a sudden you'll hear people screaming, and there's like a net made of chains, and they're throwing a frisbee. They're playing frisbee
disc
golf.
golf.
Disc golf.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, Steve, you know how this game is played. You've given us two statements, one's true, one's false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. If you stump me, you're going to win this. Here are your two statements. My wife and I were married at the Chapel of the Bell.
What? Our beloved wedding chapel?
Or I ran my first 10K race at 50 years old. All right. When did you get married there, Steve?
All right,
1980.
my first impression guess is that he ran his first 10K race at 50 years old. He looks like an athletic guy that likes to be active, doesn't mind walking and moving his feet. Him getting married at the same, that's just too much of a lie. I mean, I'll tell you what, if you're fortunate to have done that and that's your truth, you're going to win automatically. You won the lottery. You're going to beat them because
If you stump me,
law
you're
of
gonna
probability.
win.
Law of probability rules in this one.
Two statements. My wife
True
and I
statement.
were married at the Chapel of the Bell.
Lie.
What? Our beloved wedding chapel?
Or I ran my first 10K race at 50 years old. All right.
Truth.
When did you get married there, Steve?
1984. So your picture wasn't on the wall.
It wasn't. And who was the Reverend when you got married?
Well, it wasn't Elvis. I don't remember what his name was. They had an old car out front.
Yeah, it would have been Samuel Barnes. But anyway, then we'll go continue.
We don't know that he was there in the 80s.
Oh, he was there in the 80s. Okay. You ran this race at 50. How old are you now, Steve?
63.
Okay, and how fast did you run this 10K in?
It wasn't real good. I was just under an hour 25.
Okay.
That sounds perfect
That sounds
for me.
about right.
You and I could be running partners.
Yeah.
Are you still doing these 10K races?
I've done it 2 since then. I did it at 55 and another at 60, but I'm getting slower.
Yeah. I hear you.
At the Chapel of the Bells, how much did your wedding cost?
Oh, God. It was really cheap. That was a long time ago. We stayed at the Stardust Hotel and did a little package deal. But
Okay.
I don't remember what that cost. It seems like it was under $100.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Steve. I'm gonna play opposite right now. I'm gonna go with, I think that you were married at the Chapel of the Bells.
Liar.
You're correct.
Wow, good for him. Good for Mark. I'm going to give you props on that one, Marcos Consuelos.
This is the one time I wish I didn't win. I am so happy that you were married there. Are you still married to this lovely guy?
Nope.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't win the mug, but I'm happy you're still married.
Yes.
Me too.
And now the chance for a great prize. Deja's going to spin that wheel and see what else you're playing for. Okay, you are playing. Oh my gosh, back to the scene of the crime. A trip for two to the Westgate, Las Vegas. 7 days, 6 nights. It includes a $300 dining credit per day, 2 spa treatments. It's a prize valued at $5,500. You have 20 seconds and only one guest, Steve. Good luck.
All right, Steve, here we go. We've had Nina Dobrev on the show. In addition to
Penis.
Vampire Diaries, what other series did Nina say she screen tested for?
Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, man.
And she didn't want to get naked.
Sheesh. That is hard. We're on the road. I didn't get to see it. I was hoping to be something I could find. What else was on, man?
This is a tough one.
Boardwalk Empire.
That is a tough one.
5 seconds. Take a guess.
There you guys.
Boston Public.
Oh, no.
Good guess.
It was Boardwalk Empire.
Boardwalk Empire. Hey, Steve, good luck in Flagstaff this
Thank you.
tournament.
You're still going to receive a $500 gift card to Land's End, though, and you'll now be entered into our grand prize drawing for $5,000 in cash.
Okay.
All right, Steven. Coming up next, Tom Segura.
We begin Body Boosters Week with a lesson in stretching for your health from Broadway's great house, Tatiana Maslany. And coming up next, Tom Segura. If you're taking an antidepressant,
There we go.
but
Come on.
you're still
All the
masking your
way.
depression,
4. Look how long it takes. This fucking DVR sucks. Look how long it's taken.
Add them up. That's how much we'll discount a brand new Carrier comfort system. Schedule your appointment at kingheating.com. King, come home to comfort.
All right, here he comes. He's a podcaster, an author, a comedian. His new comedy special is called Tom Segura, Sledgehammer. Please welcome to the show, Tom Segura.
Tom, I'm a big fan. Thank you very much. I found you on Instagram a lot. I get a lot of your little clips from your podcast.
Spend a lot of time there.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much.
Hence comedian.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
You and your wife work together. You are a double comedian household.
We are, yeah. We've been doing a podcast since 2010. So
Wow. You're the OGs of the podcast.
I mean, there's a couple other OGs, but
Yeah.
yeah, we've been doing that a long time. Yeah.
And do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's funny because it's a chance for us to really be juvenile and reckless
Yeah.
and irresponsible.
Yes.
And,
That's what I like about podcasts.
well, yeah, I mean, you have to be responsible in life.
Yeah.
So it's fun to have this departure where there's really no consequences.
Do you ever fight on the air?
Well, we stop recording if we argue. And then,
Really?
yeah, and then we talk it out and hug it out, and then we go back. Yeah.
It's never occurred to us to like stop arguing.
Well, I work things out. Like if I have something that I want to like discuss, but I'm too afraid to discuss it at home, I do it here.
Oh, you do it here? Yeah.
It's like a safe space.
It is kind of, and then you can just kind of float it in.
Float it in.
And then afterwards, it's like, hey, where was that? And you're like, well, I thought I would kind of softball it to you.
That's correct.
And then it's almost like a pre-therapy meeting.
That's
and then
right.
you can have the conversation.
See, Tom, I don't know if your wife is anything like me. I'm not a coward, so I'm not afraid to address things at home or in public or wherever.
Sure.
I like to nip it in the bud.
I see
whatever
that.
the issue is.
I'm feeling it right now.
See?
Tom, don't you find that people really like open up in podcasts? There's something about podcasts that people like say stuff they normally wouldn't say.
It's really great when it happens. I think the person has to be willing to be like vulnerable and want to do it.
Yeah.
But if you get it, it's long form conversation. It's like it's this, but you're there a couple of hours, so they can really. Sometimes they have their guard up, and then over time they start to tell. And then when it's over, they're like, "What did I tell you?" And they're like, "You told me about your whole life, actually." And then you air it, and they're like, "Oh my god." So
I forgot I said that.
Yeah. Because you got them to be loose. Yeah.
Now, your wife recently celebrated a birthday. Are you a good gift giver, a good surprise maker?
The best.
Tell me, what did you
Top
do?
tier.
What'd you do?
I took her to Cabo.
Nice. Ooh.
Yeah, and like
that's major.
I mean, I took her the best way you
did
could.
the best
of the best.
Yeah.
And then I spoiled her. Her friends, a couple of her friends came, and then
buffers.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you have two young sons. Did you leave them home? Did they get to come on?
It's not a vacation if your kids are there.
That's true.
It's a trip if you bring your kids.
Well, if you're just being a parent, like in a different zip code. Like
right.
I mean, kids are wonderful, but they also suck.
Yeah. So, you went to one of those old classes.
Yeah, you love them.
Kids suck. Been doing that bit for 20 years.
What are these two young men into?
How old are they?
14 and 12.
They're 4 and 7.
Oh, you're done.
They're not good people. You know what I mean? Like they're not. We love them, but they're not cool.
Yeah.
They're watching for sure.
I mean, those are, but you are like literally, you're in it at that age.
Yeah.
Like you're full on parenting.
They're out of their minds. They're psychos. They're like, first of all, we can't have anything nice. Like anything nice.
No.
I like finally started to do like, well, you can buy things, and then there's just things are just
destroyed.
There's holes and there's TVs with. I had a TV with a fork in it, like a fork sticking out of a TV.
Tom, I've got news for you.
Yeah.
You can't have nice things for 15 more years.
Yeah, I know.
It's 15 more years of not having.
The good news is
you could buy a second house and put your nice things in there.
You'll be able to hang out and have a beer or just have a cool conversation. They'll become real people again.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
Dad.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice. Hey, listen, we gotta take a break. So when we come back, we're gonna talk about you loving Brad Pitt. Stick around.
Is this segue into one of your bits you wrote?
From Broadway's Greathouse, Tatiana Maslany.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis takes you off course, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When I wanted to see results fast, Rinvoq delivered rapid symptom relief and helped leave bathroom urgency behind. Check.
When UC tried to slow me down, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when UC caused damage, Rinvoq came through by visibly repairing my colon line. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take it allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
What you see in check.
Your new Netflix.
Worldwide, pushing the limits of what's possible. And now we're closer than ever for patients in Northern Illinois. Call now.
I think the gayest I ever was. was in February. That's when I did my shows in Los Angeles, and Brad Pitt came to my show. Look, I do not know what year he was born or how many infants he consumes in a week, but that man is stunning, all right?
Sledgehammer, your new Netflix special.
Yes.
And so that's a true story. Brad Pitt came to one of your shows.
He did come to the show.
And did you know he was there before, or were you just doing your routine and you look out and there was Brad Pitt?
How did this happen?
No, it was a whole thing. I'd heard one time. I was at the Comedy Store in LA, and somebody casually mentioned, they're like, "Oh, I was hanging out with Brad Pitt." They said that they were hanging out,
right,
and that he mentioned he was a fan of mine. And
okay.
I was like, what? And then the next day, a different guy said, I was like, "What are you talking about?" And they said they were at this, I don't know, some event, and that he mentioned that. So then, like, my agents reached out and they're like, "Hey, will you come on the podcast?"
Right.
And he was like, "No, we're shooting something. I don't trust your podcast, but reach out again if you have something." Like, it was encouraging. Like, just reach out again. So when we came to do the LA shows, we reached out. And then he said, "Yes, I want to come to the show." So we were like, "Hold on, for real?"
Yeah, right.
And then we're backstage. You know, you're there like an hour before the show, you sound check and all this stuff. The security people come, kind of like Secret Service.
They suss it out.
People with like things in their ears.
Yeah, yeah. They're
talking.
just looking around, making sure there's not, my kids aren't around, stuff like that. And then they're like, "All right." And then they're getting closer to the show. There's someone radio's like, "He's here." It's like this whole like
He's here.
Like, he's here. And then I catch myself like practicing to say hello. Like, I'm just doing like exercise. Like, "Wait, hey man," like. And then I'm watching a game, and then all of a sudden they're like, I hear his voice, and I was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" Like, I was trying to play.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
And then he came and he introduced himself to everybody, which is always fun when somebody very friendly is like,
"Look at how excited you are." Oh, yeah. You are the most excited.
I'm so excited.
And when you meet your heroes, sometimes it's not great. How was this?
Oh, no. He was amazing. And he actually, I keep telling people this, but it always made an impression on me that he stayed for the whole show, came back after the show, hung out after the show.
Wow.
Which was very great. And he watched like the opening act. Ryan Sickler did his sit. He watched him do it, and very complimentary. He seemed to really enjoy himself. So we were over the moon about it.
You have a huge fan base. How would you describe a Tom Segura fan?
A Tom Segura fan, I would say generally is kind of unhealthy.
How so?
They kind of look like me, like they need to lose like 20 pounds and like kind of get it together.
Maybe 50.
Usually if I see a guy and he has a beard, I'll be like counting down a few steps. I'm like, this guy's about to say hi. If he looks like he really is out of shape, I'm like, this guy's definitely a fan. So that's like something in that wheelhouse. I'm like,
you don't need to lose 20 pounds though.
You look pretty good, Tom.
You look pretty fit.
It was after meeting Tom.
Was it you met Brad Pitt and then you?
It really got me going.
Well, it's been a blast having you on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you, Tom. Sledgehammer is streaming on Netflix right now. Coming up next, Tatiana Maslany.
Tomorrow on Live, Lucy Ariel.
August 31st. For a free appointment during our sale, call 312-815-6622.
Hey, welcome back. Our next guest is a film, television, and Broadway star. Please welcome back to Live, Tatiana Maslany. Listen, Tatiana.
Yeah. You joined us last time we went on a remote, right? In Niagara Falls.
Yes.
In 2017. Oh my gosh, look. But that's a young Ryan Seacrest.
That's a young Tatiana Maslany.
Oh my gosh, do you remember that day?
I do.
It was the day the fog rolled in.
Right, of course.
We had beautiful sunshine
And
building
then-
up to the actual live show, and then the fog rolled in.
This is what happened when I went to the Grand Canyon.
No kidding.
It was a total whiteout. It truly looked like this. I was like, wow, the Grand Canyon, the first time I saw it was a whiteout. You couldn't see anything.
Maybe you should tell the national parks when you're coming.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly. I think they know. I think that's the problem.
So, I'm thinking about you're so talented in everything you do, but you started out like you were a theater kid from jump, right?
Oh, yeah. There was no athlete in me, that's for sure. I was like a dancer from the age of 4. I mean, a dancer.
Yeah.
I think I stood in a line and
No, but
did
still,
that.
I mean,
Oh, yeah. I mean, there you go.
Very theatrical.
A couple of my first roles as, I guess, a chorus girl.
What kind
but
of dancing were you doing back then?
Were you
tap
stripping?
was the first thing.
Cool.
Oh,
Tap
fun.
and then ballet and then jazz. And then it was just whatever I could get my feet into. But did you dance?
I was a dancer, and I was in ballet, but I wanted to be in tap because they had the better costumes. I found like the tap costumes to be sparkly and exciting and fringe.
Yeah.
And ballet, you wore the big tutu.
And your hair hurt.
And your hair hurt.
Yeah.
It wasn't to me. I was just like, but the tap kids have the good costumes.
Totally. And they get to make noise.
Yeah. And they make noise.
You got married last year.
I did.
Actor, singer. Congratulations.
Show pictures.
Very nice. Have you guys worked together? Will you work together?
I would love to. I think he's such a great artist. And he's an amazing musician too. It'd be super fun to do something together. But we haven't done it yet.
You got to do it.
It is.
Fun.
Yeah,
it's fun working with your spouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really, really
it is. It's easier than people
You have to say
lead
that.
you to believe.
Do you take it home with you?
No.
You shut it off?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. You just do it. We're turning into the same person.
Yeah, exactly.
I went to go see the play, The Grey House.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't on.
I had
it was
COVID
on-
for 2 weeks.
Yes, you were out for 2 weeks. I saw you understudy. She was fantastic.
Claire is amazing. Yeah.
I absolutely
I love Claire.
loved it.
She's the
Oh,
best.
good.
I was at the edge of my seat. I have an issue falling asleep sometimes during plays.
Yes,
A little bit.
but by the way,
I get it.
it's the first time in the history of Mark Consuelos in theater.
Second time.
Second time.
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd. And Sweeney Todd is a
yes.
musical.
Oh, yes.
So first musical he didn't fall asleep for. And second play, Grey House, didn't fall asleep.
You like spooky.
It was
I
so
think it
spooky.
needs to be this. You need that kind of tension
be
of the
involved.
fear.
You need something to follow.
Easier to do spooky in a film.
Right.
Because there's music and there's cuts or cutaways
Yeah.
and you can, but in a play, it's much more difficult to do it, but you guys did it.
That's one of the most exciting things, to feel the audience. I mean, we'll get screams, like people audibly scream at certain points. There's jump
I know
scares.
which time.
You know what I'm talking about.
Refrigerator.
Right. And yeah, it's like it's such a thrill to be up there and feel that kind of reaction, because I do think it is hard for practical effects to always have
Yes.
that, especially on the cynical audience that we are now. We need all of our we need everything to be sort of so splashy, but
Yeah.
this is actual physical things that you experience. in the
Mantello did Joe Mantello, one of our favorites.
Yeah,
did
yeah.
such
He's
a great
such
job.
a great
the director.
director.
Yeah.
Laurie Metcalf. Laurie Metcalf. To be able to work with Laurie. And those young actors. How was that?
I mean, I could talk endlessly about all of the actors in this show. Paul Sparks, who's
Yes,
my
he's
husband,
amazing.
is
Yes.
just astonishing as well. But the kids are ridiculous. They are they're real kids. That's the thing. They hold still that playfulness, and they're not little drones. They truly are professional actors who also have that spark of play, and they love each other, and they're amazing scene partners.
Yeah.
Laurie and I always talk about that. You actually have an incredible scene partner who is present with you and challenges you and changes things up. And that's such a treat. I mean, they're amazing. And they also have incredible voices.
Tatiana, Maslany.
Wednesday Alive. For me, Jake Johnson. That's fine. Lucy Hale from Puppy Love. Alice
the sweetest dog ever.
Isn't she sweet? I think someone backstage has already fallen in love with her.
Is his name Mark?
Plus, it's Live's Body Boosters.
The magic never leaves you when you stay with the Disney.
New law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for cover starting the 1st of next month.
What's the website again?
Healthcare.gov.
It's so hypnotic, the way you
Hey, all week long we're bringing you tips that help you relax and reduce the amount of stress in your body. Today we're kicking off things with a little professional stretch with a therapist from New York's Get Stretched. Please welcome back Elena Ricardo.
It's funny that this promotes relaxation because I find putting on Lycra on TV very unrelaxing.
Yes, absolutely. But this kind of stretching is going to be perfect for anybody, not just athletes, but people who are on their feet all day, who are sitting in cars all day doing carpool. This is really stretching meant for everybody, and it's going to be beneficial in every way.
Love it.
Okay, we found that the older we get, the tighter we get.
Yeah.
Where should we start?
Yeah, we should start definitely pre and post workout. All right.
Okay.
And these stretches are safe enough to do before and after the workout. Let's start with hamstrings.
Okay.
All right. That tends to be our tightest area.
Okay.
So we're going to lay on the floor, take our yoga strap.
Okay.
I want you to wrap it around your foot.
Okay.
You're going to lay back. And I want you to just take this leg by engaging the quad and bringing it up and gently pulling just a bit farther. Good. 3 seconds. And then releasing down.
If we don't have a yoga strap, we can use like a towel, right?
A towel. Yep. Anything like that. And you're just holding for 3 seconds and then releasing down and doing 10 to 12 reps of that. It's a much more gentle way to stretch.
One leg and then the other leg.
Yep. 10 to 12 on each side. Now, if you want to help each other out to get an even more dynamic stretch, Mark, you come over here.
Okay.
What you're going to do is you're going to get on the side of the leg that she's stretching.
Okay.
And I want you to just have one arm above her knee and just gently assist her deeper into the stretch for 3 seconds.
Yep.
And then let her come down. You can actually release the strap at this point.
Okay.
So 3 seconds and then let her come all the way back down to neutral.
Okay.
Good.
Neutral.
And coming back up. With each repetition, you're going to feel her getting a little deeper each time.
She's
How's that
pretty
feel?
limber.
She is. So you can go a little bit farther with each repetition, checking in with her, making sure that she's not grimacing or uncomfortable. She seems to love it a lot.
Okay.
All right. So let's move on to smooth walker. That's going to get into our calves.
Okay.
People walking around in heels all day.
Yes.
And you're going on there. I know. We're back on the ground.
Back on the ground.
Same idea. We're going to wrap this around our foot. We're going to take this leg up and actually move the strap to about the ball of the heel right up here. And you're going to flex that foot and gently pull a little bit farther for 3, 2, 1.
Ooh,
and
calf,
release.
yeah.
Yep. And again, flex that foot toes towards you and pull just a little bit on the strap for 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Good. We're going to have another step-in partner session.
Come on, babe.
Who wants to do it this time?
Your turn.
I'll do it.
All right,
Sorry.
so we'll get rid of the strap.
Okay.
You will become the strap. Let's take this leg up. And all I want you to do, good, is you're going to get on the side, grab his ankle here, and just gently flex his foot back for 3, 2, 1, and release it down. If that feels too easy for him, you can increase that angle to about 90 degrees, as close to 90 as you can.
That's good, yeah.
And flex your foot for 3, 2, 1. And
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm watching. I'm looking in his face.
watching the facial cues,
Yeah.
always verbally checking in with each other to make sure everyone's okay.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Are you okay?
And flex for 3, 2, 1. That is your calf stretch.
Okay.
Perfect.
Awesome.
How come your feet are so soft?
I don't know.
They were
His
actually.
feet
I
are
noticed
so
that.
soft.
I did notice that.
Okay.
Now we're back on the floor again.
Okay.
We're doing the cross crossover, which is actually getting into our piriformis.
Ooh, yes, I need that.
Yes, our piriformis is always a disaster.
It's underneath all those glute muscles and gets ignored a lot. So runners, people sitting all day, again, this is going to be great for you. So lay down. You'll take that strap again around the arch of your foot. Grab with the opposite arm and let that leg fall to the side. Keep it as straight as you can. You'll get into the IT band and come back up. And again, letting it fall to the side.
This music is very groovy.
I'm digging it. And back up. Now, this stretch is even better when you can have a little help with it. So, I'm actually going to do this one, and I'll show you how to do it. We'll take the strap off.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to be right beside her, kind of making sure this knee doesn't move, and just taking it a little bit further.
How's that feel?
Good. Playing with angles too. Some people might feel it more down here, going this way, and some people might feel it more going up.
All right. Hey, listen, we got to take a break, but we're going to stretch a little bit more when we come back. Stick around. Oh, yeah.
If you love watching our show from home, now's your chance to see us live and in person. Come join the fun. Check out all the stars and be part of Live with Kelly and Mark's studio audience. Visit our website and get your tickets now.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive can...
And cover all the closing costs. Give us a call or go to jeffbuysyourhouse.com for your free, no obligation cash offer today.
You know what this means?
Murder?
Yeah, murder. We're onto something here. But I need you to draw attention to yourself.
That's no biggie. That's a smally. It's a very small thing because. Oh.
Welcome back. We're here with professional stretch therapist Elena Ricardo, who's been showing us some great at-home stretching moves. What do we have next?
Now we are going into the twister. So we're going to be getting into the mid back and low back, taking our hands behind our head and twisting as far to one side as we can and holding again for 3, 2, 1, and back to center. And again, twisting. Now, this is a really hard area to get on your own. Again, you're going to do 12 reps on each side. So, as a partner, what I want you to do is hop behind your wife here. And I want you to just have one hand here and one hand supporting her back. Good. And you're going to gently, from the shoulder blade, just push her a little farther, just a gentle assistance, and more. Back to the front. Good.
You have to do more.
A little bit higher.
Yeah,
good.
I can do that myself.
See, she's like, I got this.
How's that?
Yeah, that's
good. And let's just do one more. Nice. Always returning to neutral to reset. Awesome. Wow, you were like really pushing that. Yeah. Awesome. Next stretch we're going to do, we are getting into our biceps and triceps and front of the shoulders. So we'll stand for this one on our own. It's reaching one hand up as high as you can go while reaching the other one as low as you can. I love that.
This is simple but hard.
Simple but hard. Yeah. So you're just doing those opposing forces up and down, switching to the other side. Same thing, getting into the upper shoulders.
Guys, you can do this right.
Do you find that sometimes one is tighter, one shoulder's tighter?
For sure, yes. I mean, we are.
It feels good.
Yeah. So anyone who is having any kind of posture issues, any kind of thoracic spine immobility, this is going to be good for that.
Yes.
Right.
Because everybody's hunched over their phones all the time.
Yep.
So
now on your own or with a partner, let's have you sit into this chair.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I want your back nice and flat against it. Good.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is just take his arms back.
Yeah.
His thumbs are down, and just take the forearms and gently pull up. This is going to be right to the front of the shoulders.
Oh, yeah, that's
towards
great.
Biceps.
You feel good?
A little bit
great.
higher.
Right there.
And release down. And another one. And you can play with angles a little bit. Move your hands in. So, you see how that kind of changes a little bit more into the front.
He feels very vulnerable.
And down. And let's do one more.
And so always checking in with your partner, right?
Yes, always making sure. Good.
Quiet down. Pipe down.
Elena, thank you so much for these stretches.
Thanks,
and for more, head to our website for all the information. We'll be right back.
If you would like to know more about anything you see during Body Boosters Week, log on to our website at livewithkellyandmark.com.
And it's one of our biggest discounts.
Quit now for help getting free medication.
Eggland's Best. The only
Our boy Blue died, and we ate him and put him in dog food to sell to you. So eat our boy Blue.
Lucy Hale will be joining.
Yes, and Body Booster Week continues with a look at acupuncture.
Ooh, that's going to be fun. Do I get to put the needles in, Mark?
You can put the needles inside yourself.
All right, have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.
Why don't you close your eyes? All this yoga makes you want to eat a cheeseburger. On top of a cheeseburger. On top of a cheeseburger.
Hero. USA Vein Clinics.
Wake up with ABC7 Eyewitness News this morning.
The view starts right now.
Look at them, stored at Mar-a-Lago, boxed in a ballroom, in a storage room, even in a bathroom next to a toilet.
This vicious persecution is a travesty of justice.
The table is set to dig into the hottest topics on everyone's mind. Plus, Eva Longoria and an Oprah Daily edition of View Your Deal. Here come Hot Topics with Whoopi, Sarah Haynes, Anna Navarro, Joy Behar.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching another episode. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Film de Blanc archival telecast. That was my favorite of all time, season 1, episode 81, from way back in August 7th, 2023. I want to thank Tom Segura with the hot wife. I don't remember her name, but gosh, she's like in her 40s. She's got like really white hair. This other girl that I don't know, and the yoga girl. So make sure to smash that like button, get some notifications, subscribe, join the family. We'd love to have you. Jesus loves you. Okay. And make sure to dislike if you want to. I'll get it, and I'll improve myself. Let me know what you dislike. Comment on the videos. All right. And go to my Twitch account. The link is right here. And if you join within the next 24 hours, I'll give you a coupon to buy my underwear. Produced in Minnesota, all-American fabrics, all-American factory. From the makers of my shoes and my socks come my underwear. The finest threads of cotton and fabric to make sure your bunchies are tunchy. We'll take 2 on that. I'm going to edit this in post. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to watch our past episodes and future ones. I got to go. The ice cream truck's outside, and I'm going to rob it with my finger. Give me your money.